Good morning, it's Tuesday, June 3rd, and this is Wake Up with KERA News. I'm Andrew Garcia. It's going to be pretty sunny and windy today, but we can expect rain and thunderstorms later tonight and into tomorrow morning as well. Today's highs will be in the upper 80s. When the Trump administration closed the Education Department's Office for Civil Rights in Dallas, parents feared their kids who needed services wouldn't get them. In a minute, we'll hear from one mom who still needs answers. But first, let's get into today's news. Texas judges will get a raise for the first time in 12 years, with a bill passed in the last hours of this year's legislative session. Senate Bill 293 increases base pay for Texas judges by 25%, but the measure was controversial for years because pensions for lawmakers are based on judges' salaries. Lawmakers' pensions will increase with this judicial pay raise, but the Texas Ethics Commission can review those pensions starting in 2030. Senate Bill 12 bans diversity, equity, and inclusion policies in K-12 schools, and it's heading to Governor Greg Abbott's desk. It prohibits DEI in things like hiring and training, and bans student clubs centered around sexual orientation and gender identity. Democratic State Representative Chris Turner calls SB 12 harmful and divisive. He says school clubs like the Gay-Straight Alliance will be banned, all with state approval. SB 12 backers say it eliminates discriminatory policies and protects parental rights over their kids' education. Earlier this year, the Trump administration closed several Office for Civil Rights hubs as part of its effort to dismantle the Department of Education. The loss of staff and funding left many discrimination cases at a standstill. KERA's Bill Ziebel spoke with one Texas mom worried about what the closure effort means for her daughter.
The Department of Education was created in part to help deliver the free and appropriate public education that students are federally entitled to. When that doesn't happen, parents can turn to the Education Department's Office for Civil Rights. It handles alleged discrimination based on race, gender, and often disability. It's who Kerrville mom Megan Booth contacted last summer about her daughter Briley, already enrolled in special education for ADHD.
Sixth grade, I would say, was probably one of her worst years. The bullying was so severe that she ended up in an inpatient hospital for coming home and saying that she wanted to end her life. Sorry if I get emotional.
Kerrville ISD said it couldn't comment because of federal student privacy rules. Briley was ultimately diagnosed with autism, which required a new evaluation by the school. Getting that evaluation took so long, Booth filed a complaint with the OCR.
And of course, I was emailing and calling and documenting, and I had learned being a special needs parent, you just document everything, and that became my life.
The busy Dallas OCR hub was one of 7 nationwide the Trump administration closed in March. Booth's case, along with many others, transferred to Kansas City. Terry Gonzalez, chief regional attorney for the Dallas OCR, says that move left many Texas clients in limbo.
There was absolutely nothing that we've been able to do in the interim. All communication with external parties was cut off. There was no transition. We had to just absolutely drop everything and leave all of them in a lurch.
With fewer OCR offices, Legal Defense Fund lawyer Antonio Ingram worries students seeking justice for racial, gender, or disability discrimination won't get it.
There's a hard sort of like bright line. Kids graduate, they go to new institutions, and they can't get back that time. They can't restore what was stolen from them by administrators who did not create environments that were healthy and affirming of their identities and their differences.
A federal judge last month blocked Trump's executive order to dismantle the Education Department, but the administration says it will challenge that ruling. Megan Booth ultimately moved Briley out of Kerrville ISD and into a private, so-called micro school with few students, teachers who know about autism, and a $500 monthly fee that the Booths can afford. She says her daughter is thriving. Neil McCluskey says that's the way things should work, frustrating as it may have been to get there. He directs the conservative Cato Institute's Center for Educational Research, and for him, the less government bureaucracy, the better.
The idea is to reduce staff and then find out how you can become more efficient. So I think it's probably too early to say that OCR is not able to do their job effectively, because you're still in a very early transition period.
But Booth says the upheaval just delays kids like Briley getting what they need.
Taking away things like OCR, to me, only emboldens schools to continue to deny these children what they are required, what's legally theirs, which is their right.
Booth is still waiting for a resolution to Briley's case.
That was KERA's Bill Ziebel reporting. The Dallas Wings are away taking on the Seattle Storm tonight. They also host their first summer camp session this week for girls age 6 to 15. More information at wings.wnba.com. And this evening, the Rangers go head-to-head against the Tampa Bay Rays. Fans of R&B artist Raveena and her ethereal sound can catch her in concert tonight at the Echo Lounge. Find more information and some other fun things to do on our Go See DFW calendar at kera.org/calendar. Thank you so much for once again listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. The show is produced and edited by Shardae White and Bekah Morr. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That is where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter and get some good morning vibes with our colleague Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, whichever one you like. We're at KERATX. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.